Yo, what's up? It is your boy, Legit Big Steve. And of course, as always, I'm here with
The Goub. Y'all, welcome to our podcast today.
Yeah, man. Super excited. Today, what are we playing, Goub?
We are playing Madden 20.
21. Yeah, because 22 is the newest.
So Madden 21.
We had this game chilling on the Goub's Xbox, man. We wanted to give it a go. We weren't actually planning on playing Madden, but I'm a huge Dolphins fan. Dolphins played last night on Thursday Night Football versus the Ravens, and my boys showed up. It got me hype, and I said, Goub, we're going Madden today. So we randomly picked teams. We let Madden choose. I am Tennessee.
And I am the Saints. I guess that's what you're trying to...
Yeah, that's what that long dramatic pause was
okay.
for. So, honestly, don't know much about how to play as Tennessee, except Ryan Tannehill did come from Miami. So, there is that. I know he sucks. I'm just joking. Dolphins sucked when he was with the Dolphins.
Yeah, he's just pretty
decent. Now he's... but good for him, though, man. I was always happy when he stayed healthy, but that was always the issue. But so we're going to rock Madden 21 just to live off some of the Dolphins dynasty from last night, man. Yo, Goub,
what's up?
Spin that intro for me. Last podcast, can't remember if it made it in.
Don't think it did. No, because we started talking about things that I felt like was not right to post on the podcast, just out of respect to the people who we were talking about.
Yeah, no, and that's respectable, bro. But we get a lot of extra content when we play these games, when we talk on our podcast that doesn't actually make it, but some of it leads into some really, really cool conversations. And one conversation we were hitting about a job that you used to have where...
Yeah, I was doing college, my first... actually, I lied, my second year of college. It was my sophomore year of college.
And I wasn't sure about the legality of this job, and I since Googled it. Turns out not entirely legal, so this is an alleged story.
This is allegedly.
But,
allegedly.
What the crap are we doing?
We played 8-man football?
What did you pick?
What? Throughout college or for the first year. Yeah, so I ended up getting in a breakup, and I needed money, though, really bad. So I started working at a pharmacy. One of my fraternity brothers helped me get a job at a pharmacy.
So right off the bat, I mentioned how I wasn't sure the legality, and now it was one of my frat bros hooked me up at a pharmacy.
I mean, that's just how it is. Sometimes your frat bros have to help you out. That's what fraternities are for. They're to help you out.
Help you get involved with drugs.
Yeah. And so, I worked at this pharmacy. So this job was actually like really super cool, man. The owner of the place was absolutely super, super nice. Man, great guy. Now, some of the workers there couldn't stand whatsoever. I mean, it was a locally owned, like family owned, like he owned the place and everything, like so,
like a legit pharmacy. So I know we were joking earlier, but this is like a real. I have a prescription. I can take it. And
then again, it was locally owned, and so like it wasn't a corporation or anything like that.
Ooh.
It was just but because since it was locally owned and it's been open for a while.
Yeah,
like I want to say 40 years, maybe 30 years.
Yeah, and we're not talking like a Walgreens or anything.
No.
This is kind of like a mom and pop. Was there only one? Did he have a small chain?
No, so that's it. Only one of them. Only one. But what the thing about it was, why like it's kind of get like a little shady, is because since he was in business for a long time, everybody knew him in this area, and so he had a lot of. Would you call them clients?
Yeah. Clients, patients, whatever but either way,
he had a lot of them, like a ton of them. And we would get prescriptions all the time and stuff like that. And like I would see probably 100 prescriptions a day. Like I would deliver roughly about.
You would what?
Deliver. Yeah, that's what we're getting into. Roughly about 30 to 50, maybe even more. Sometimes on a trail, we'll have about 10.
Now, where I grew up, a little bit bigger of a town, not really a small town. Now, this did not happen where we live, just in case anyone's curious. But there was really no like mom and pop pharmacies. So like I had to get all my prescriptions from like a CVS or something.
Walmart. That's the thing. Like not a lot of places have this thing. That's what's really cool about this place is not a lot of people have a local pharmacy. I think here we have one.
Which I do. I switched real small. Yeah, it's local though.
Yeah.
But
I like to say like during the job I was a legal drug dealer. Don't know if that's a best way to put it.
So and here's where I need some follow up clarity because after last week we shot that, man. I went to Google and I looked it up. I was like, there's absolutely no way that you can legally deliver prescriptions. Like it's just not a thing. And I found for all intent and purposes, no.
What? What?
Yeah, for all intent and purposes, no, it's not legal.
It's legal to deliver certain type of drugs. And
here's where I'm getting at is, and this is where we need follow up. So, like, if we're delivering some antibiotics,
you can,
legal.
Yeah, 100% legal to deliver antibiotics and
do it.
Even insulin, I think.
Insulin. So, and here's where I couldn't find an answer for that. I know, like, I'm a veteran. My wife's retired.
Yes, happy Veterans Day, by the way. Thank you for your service.
My wife's retired from the Army. She gets a lot of prescriptions. Yeah. And with those prescriptions, the Army actually mails them to us.
Yes, the same thing with my dad. My dad gets his prescriptions mailed in.
So, I don't know if that's a special military thing, but I believe you can get insulin that way. We don't, but I believe you can. The question I have to ask is, so there are different series of drugs, controlled substances. Were you, in fact, like delivering like painkillers and stuff?
I'm gonna plead
allegedly.
I'm gonna plead the fifth there.
If this story were true.
I'm gonna plead the fifth there. If that's the best way.
The viewers gotta know. The list. You gotta tell the listeners.
There's definitely was some stories with, I guess, controlled medicine and stuff like that. And so like that's what brings it up too. Like we would also forge their signature.
Oh come on! Well, that's on you.
Yeah,
that's definitely on you then.
Yeah. We would forge their signature the whole entire time. Like
that's terrible.
Like, and I wasn't a good forger either. So mine's a squiggly line. Like if we ever got caught by the cops or whatnot, squiggly line it. But so the first time I started working there, no man, like seriously, like I was delivering the drugs and stuff like that, and I was like, is this legal?
No, the answer to that is no.
And I never, like, after I asked that myself, I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna care. It pays well. I do well.
You were just a drug dealer at that point.
Best part of it was we got paid under the table.
This there's a lot of details like I'm getting for the first time along with all of you. Yeah. And
so to make matters worse, yeah, man, we 100%. But again, man, it was nice. We had a leak in the back of our shop, and what our boss would do is every time that leak would rain, we'd have to have a bucket back there. But like he would give all of us, even if we didn't even help, all of us a $50 to $100 bonus that week.
Just for helping with a leak?
Yeah, just helping with that leak.
I feel like as I was diving into the legality, and like obviously way back in the day, side note, first ever legal pharmacist in America was from Louisiana.
Did not know that.
Yeah, New Orleans. They got a whole museum set up down there that you can go through. But that was when they were just basically giving out like cocaine and stuff.
So
opiates.
Witchcraft stuff?
No, like an actual pharmacist. But I feel like that used to be the thing. Like it was all about service. Like how do we help people?
Yeah.
And I feel like because of bad people at some point just completely screwing that system over is really, I feel like where you worked, like, yeah, it sounds definitely shady and illegal, but it's like this dude like sounds like a legit guy that's just trying to help people.
Due to the fact of where like how long he's been here, and stuff like that. Like he's an older guy, and so most of his clients are older. Now there was some younger clients, but there was also like, dude, higher officials too.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. That like we would deliver to
higher officials. Like Like politicians.
Politicians.
Yeah, I don't think that surprises any of our listeners.
Cops. And so again, like what I was saying is like, man, like whenever I first got into it, like I was saying, oh man, this has to be illegal. There's no way that this is not illegal type deal. Like I'm delivering like hydrocodone, stuff like that, like controlled substances.
Yeah, that's a hard one too, bro. Like you are dealing perks, bro.
Yeah, like to these places, and again, like forging their signature, and not all the time are they there, so we would leave it on the doorstep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my! I just thought about
yeah, like think about that. Like we would leave it on the doorstep. Man.
No, that's terrible.
100%. If I get pulled over or anything like that, like man, I'm in trouble. Until I started delivering to like these higher officials, like then I realized, man, like everybody knows.
You got somebody in your pocket.
So this whole entire town like knew he did this.
Mm-hmm.
Like. And that was like the biggest thing about it is it's funny to think about that. Like you think of a whole bunch of drug cartels and things like that. Like cops know that they do this, but they don't care.
Do you think like how you brought up like the cartel, like everybody knows what they're doing, and only certain people really necessarily care? Do you think there's ever a point like where like they started as just like good people? Like,
depends on the region. I mean, you got to think like Mexico. I'm not gonna say that's all that they know. I feel like really messed up and not correct. But like in Mexico, like there's a lot of drugs. Drug cartel is huge in Mexico.
Right. Yeah.
And so no, like I mean, I think they're growing up knowing it. Now maybe at the very very beginning, yeah, maybe it started off as I just want to help out people.
And that's, I guess, like, that's kind of my question. Like,
I want to help out my people. That's a big thing is a lot of people want to, like, cults. Dude, I hate to say it. There's a lot of cults that started off just wanting to help out people.
I mean, something's got to drive people to it, right? Like, you look at, like, you look at cults or like, even, like you mentioned the cartels down in Mexico. Like, obviously, how they're making their money, I think we could all agree, wrong, but
which is a crap ton of money, by the way.
But I mean, like, what is Mexico known for? Like corrupt officials, bro. Like,
yes. So, and that's what I was saying. So, I wanted to bring up some of the cartel and talk about the drug war and all that. So, like, America's still in a drug war. So, one of the biggest one that is a great escape artist, but because of who he knew and because he could bribe people, El Chapo. Yeah, there we go.
El Chapo. Yeah, now you're going to have to educate me a little bit on El Chapo. I remember he was all over the news. I remember we were hunting him.
Yes.
We got him, right?
Twice, technically. He. So that's why I said probably one of the greatest escape artists is because he escaped twice. Now, there's another person.
He escaped again. So he's out on the lam again?
No, we did catch him again.
Okay.
We did catch him again. Well, Mexico caught him.
Sure. Yeah, we as in mankind, because I'm all inclusive.
Yeah, so El Chapo, what he did was he both basically started off in someone else's drug pen, someone else's thing, and eventually that person got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever he got arrested, he ended up making a new one. So making a whole new community, or how you want to call them. And whenever he did that, he became one of the most known, like, and the biggest one of drug pens, one of the biggest drug lords there is. He's definitely one of the most famous ones. I think almost everybody knows who he is.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
of age.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I will say of age.
oh God, I did not realize I picked a run. You're a decade younger than me, so like if my generation knows it, I mean, it was all over the news.
Well, and that's the thing about it is, like, he was arrested early, and I want to say in 1993. I'm looking it up right now. 1993 is whenever he was first arrested, and he was
93.
Yeah,
there ain't no way.
He got arrested, escaped because he was able to bribe the prison guards and bribe people, and he hid in the laundry cart. Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
and the reason why I think
something
that's awesome,
out of like a bad movie.
You were not. Do you know anything about McNair? Have you ever heard about the dude named Richard McNair? Because this is from Louisiana, and that's why I think this is kind of cool because of the stories. They don't correlate with each other, but they do.
Okay. No, the answer is no.
Okay, so
I've never
I know, because probably before you got moved here, that all this happened. I was young, a little younger, but this actually happened in the parish next to us, at the prison of the parish next to us. Richard McNair, just talking about him. So he escaped from prison, and whenever he escaped from prison, he hid in the mail cart.
Okay.
Yeah, hid in the mail cart and was able to be taken out because of that. That's how he escaped. So that's why it's really cool about this El Chapo, because the first time he escaped the same way. He got into a laundry basket and escaped that way, and later on, he gets caught in 2015. So it took him a while for them to be able to.
Dude, what was that game we just played?
So I was thinking about they do it in that game, and so I'm sitting there.
A Way Out.
I sit there and I was wondering. I wonder if they got that from him.
Yeah.
Because in honestly, they do everything from both of his escapes. Whenever I tell you his next escape, you're going to understand why I say that. But his second escape, he ends up getting put in jail again, and his second escape, he actually basically digs his way out and escapes through the bathroom of his cell. Just like in the game, you escape through the bathroom in his cell. Goes through a tunnel that ends up like at a construction site and all this. And so that's how he ends up escaping the second time, which is, I mean, to me, like super cool. Not going to lie. Like,
how long do you think that would take?
Well, so again, like he had people that were on the inside. He paid people like $2 million. He was a billionaire. So El Chapo became a billionaire through the drug cartel and all that.
Likewise.
Yeah. And so he actually ended up getting Forbes most expensive man or whatever it was, like things like that. Like the dude was loaded, and so he was able to pay these people off. He was able to bribe these people and stuff, and that's what he did. He got people in the inside, and they helped him escape. And
so Forbes put this guy on their list.
Yeah, I guess they don't care.
Forbes, shame.
I guess they don't care who you are. If you're rich, you're rich. But yeah, so El Chapo, man, he ends up getting arrested in 2019, and he gets arrested in Mexico. And whenever he gets arrested in Mexico, basically they're like, all right, we're going to send you back to America, and then we send him to life in prison. We actually just arrested his wife.
I feel like this is a question I have to ask. Just if you knew me as a person, you'd understand it. Like, is she hot?
I think so, but he is not like he's in a security area that like he's not getting out of. Maybe
people broke out of Alcatraz.
Yeah. So, but like what I thought was like really cool about him was, man, he used to throw parties, and so like he got married after his first escape, and so he was a wanted man and all that.
So this chick knew what she was getting into.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, they had a huge party, billionaire, huge party, bro.
Didn't get an invite, Chapo.
No. Bro, they invited cops to this party.
Sure,
like cops came, everything. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, man, like there's certain things that
you might want to start using your timeouts.
But yeah, so I mean, that's like the thing. Like what I'm saying is like, bro, if you know the right people, you can get away with anything. You can get away with murder. Or shooting yourself in the leg.
God, I hope that stays in. I hope that stays in.
That's the story of El Chapo. A little bit about him, about how he's, to me, one of the greatest escape artists.
He's like Houdini with money.
Yeah, because how much money he has, but he is in jail. So we're just waiting for him to get out of jail again.
It could happen.
Oh, it most definitely will happen.
And if it does, Chapo, my bro, invite to the next party, please. Your boy Big Steve likes to party. I'm just throwing it out there.
But y'all, that's gonna be it for this podcast today, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Don't forget to subscribe and to like and let us know what you want us to talk about next and what you want us to play next. Thank y'all for joining us.